Now, in the ED versus Mamata government clash over the I-PAC rates, viewers, the Supreme Court delivered a clear interim win for the central agency. The bench stayed all FIRs registered by the West Bengal police against ED officials, issued notice to the Chief Minister, the state government and senior police officers, and directed preservation of all CCTV footage and electronic evidence from the incident. This is a strong safeguard against potential tampering. The court flagged the alleged state interference in a central probe as a very serious issue that could lead to lawlessness if unresolved. The court also expressed disturbance over the earlier chaos in the Calcutta High Court. Round 1, viewers, clearly goes to the Enforcement Directorate. The TMC's counter narrative of, political overreach, questioning the timing ahead of elections will now face scrutiny in the next hearing. That's on the 3rd of February. Let's open this up. Professor Monojit Mondal joining us. Professor Mondal, the Supreme Court stayed the FIR against ED officials. Do you see that as a setback?
No, I do not think so. This is just the court proceedings, court formalities is stayed. There is no quashing of the FIR. I think the state government will be able to convince that the ED officials went there without identifying themselves, without having any case against either IPAC or Mr. Pratik Jain. They went there with the intent of stealing documents, which was stopped by Mamata. In fact, if you look at the facts of the case, the ED officials went there at 6:20. Mamata went there 6 hours later. What were they doing for 6 hours? Did they find any incriminating document? The answer is no.
Professor Mondal, would you like to, shed more light on this, on this new thing that you've discovered, that a probe should be completed, a raid should be completed in a time-bound manner? ऐसा कुछ है? 6 घंटे तक ही रेड हो सकती है?
Probe should be, what, it should be completed within 10 years? 6 years?
Hours बोल रहा हूं sir, not talking about years.
And come up only before the election? And that too? That too only on the opposition leaders. When are you going to probe Shubhendu Adhikari, who was shown to be taking money by BJP themselves in 2016? What about Mr. Ajit Pawar? 70,000 crore ka ghotala kisne kaha tha bhai? The Prime Minister of this country. What are you going to Mr. Ajit Pawar?
No, that's okay. You can call out the hypocrisy, but why obstruct a probe? That's the question at the root of this case in the Supreme Court. Pradeep Bhandari, why is the BJP claiming vindication? Abhi to pehla hi round hua hai. Abhi hearing
well, first of all, at the outside, I understand their problem with Shubhendu Adhikari, because Shubhendu defeated Mamata Banerjee in Nandigram and they've not been able to get over that loss. But at the fact, let me just quote certain facts. Fact number 1, the court said that prima facie what Mamata Banerjee did was a case of lawlessness. Fact number 2, the court interpreted and admitted that the investigative agency ED acted in a bona fide manner. Fact number 3, the court did not find the timing suspicious. This is why the FIR on the Enforcement Directorate was quashed. Fact number 4, the court said that this should not be a precedent, and this is why the court asked the state to reply within 7 days. Point number 5, you see in Jharkhand a similar pattern being practiced by the Hemant Soren government. Point number 7, what the court found is that the ED action was legal, constitutional, and was not at all malified. And point number 7, why do I say it's a state of lawlessness? This is what is happening in Dinajpur. Mamata Banerjee's goons have threatened the BDO and have crashed the BDO's office, which had to accept a Form 7. So on one hand, you see a state of lawlessness happening on the ground in Bengal, and now the Supreme Court also.
So you believe this is intimidation? Vivek Srivastava,
this is state-sponsored bullying.
Vivek Srivastava, which side are you on?
You see,
is it fair for the Chief Minister or any elected official to go there, obstruct a probe?
No, listen to me. You see, the concern of the Supreme Court is that the federal structure of this nation is being disturbed, and that is my observation since the time this Prime Minister has come and the BJP government has come to power since 2014. Wherever there is an opposition ruled government, आप पैसा होल्ड करते हैं, आप जीएसटी का कट नहीं देते टाइम पर.
Vivek Srivastava, I have asked you a simple question. Let the Supreme Court rule on that. I am asking you, what do you think as a law-abiding citizen? What do you think when a chief minister, goes to a place where the ED is conducting raid?
Yes. Yes. I am not a supporter of Mamata, but what is your opinion about a government which...
Sir, answer to dijiye, please. You don't have to be a supporter. I'm asking you as a law-abiding citizen.
No. Yes. Firstly, now, then let me speak. Supreme Court has not quashed the FIR. Supreme Court has stayed it. Supreme Court wants to examine the CCTV footage, and then finally the...
Okay, now let me ask you, okay, are you aware of what, what Mohammad Salim has said, what Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary has said about Mamata Banerjee going there obstructing the ED raid?
We are, yes, absolutely. Absolutely, we are against Mamata Banerjee electorally. We are going to fight against her. There is no
This is not about whether or not you are against anyone. This is about the principle. Can someone do this? Should someone do this? Simple question is, sir.
I am against Mamata. पर अगर आप कहेंगे प्रेसिडेंट रूल इंपोज करो, मैं उसके फेवर में
आप जवाब ही नहीं दे रहे हैं. मैं इमेजिन योरसेल्फ एज द चीफ मिनिस्टर विवेक श्रीवास्तव, यू हैव अ ह्यूज फॉलोइंग. आप मुझे बताइए, कल अगर आप चीफ मिनिस्टर होते, आप जाते रेड रोकने?
जी, मैं प्राइम मिनिस्टर होता या मैं होम मिनिस्टर होता तो मैं शायद इस तरीके से सरकारी एजेंसीज को फंक्शन नहीं करने देता.
ठीक है,
सर
चलिए, अगर ठीक है आप पीएम बन गए, एचएम भी बन गए, अब आप 1 मिनट के लिए सीएम बनिए और आंसर माय क्वेश्चन.
जी, अगर मैं चीफ मिनिस्टर होता तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई हैव टू स्टॉप द लॉलेसनेस इन माय स्टेट which the Bharatiya Janata Party and the allied Hindutva gangs are trying to spread over there. Bengal was never communal. It has become communal.
No, so Bengal has become Bengal has become communal because of BJP, not because of TMC, right?
No, TMC. I mean, see, again, I'm trying to tell you.
आप फंस गए. अभी आपको पता ही नहीं आप सीएम है, पीएम है, एचएम है, आप क्या हैं? आप अभी एएम पीएम में फंसे हुए हैं आप. नहीं, देखिए, मैं बता रहा हूं, विवेक श्रीवास्तव आप फंस गए. अश्विनी जी, ये कोर्ट वर्डिक्ट कैसे? नहीं, एक मिनट
जी, सॉरी, आपने बहुत गलत किया. लेफ्ट वाले काउंसलर नहीं बन पा रहे, नोटा के नीचे बोल रहे हैं, आप उनको क्या
ड्रीम्स आर फ्री, ऐसे नहीं है. सब फ्री स्पीच है, फ्री ड्रीम्स. अश्विनी जी.
प्रणेश, बंगाल में जो हो रहा है, फ्रॉम बोथ एस्पेक्ट्स इट्स अ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल क्राइसिस. भारतीय जनता पार्टी ईडी को एज a tool use करती है with a malified intention, and Pradeep Bhandari gave lot of facts. Let me just put 2 facts. The conviction rate of ED against politician is almost 1% or less than 1%. 25 people who were having charges.
क्वेश्चन ही आंसर नहीं कर रहे, उतना समय नहीं है. ये जो आप स्टैट्स दे रहे, we've discussed that. Karan, how do you see the Supreme Court hearing today?
So Pranesh, first of all, perfectly legal, and what Mamata Banerjee has done. Leave aside what you and I think. What does the law say? Section 221 of BNS, as clear as it gets, obstructing a public servant in discharge of public function. There's an imprisonment of 2 years for this. The guts of Mamata Banerjee to have done this. And when our great friend Monojit Mandal says, what was the ED doing there? Does he know that his youth leader, by the way, Vinay Mishra, is absconding? Anup Maji, it was basis his confession under section 164, which started this FIR against Abhishek Banerjee and his wife. And it was only after he did not get any relief from the Supreme Court that under section 17 of the PMLA, this raid was conducted. And Pranesh, this I-PAC is not some masoom organization. You know what has been said about the I-PAC? Kalyan Banerjee, leave aside what you and I are saying. Kalyan Banerjee has said it's a power broker. Madan Mitra has said last year in February 2025, senior TMC leader.
No, masoom or not, that's not for us to judge.
यहाँ पर सब कुछ होता है, 10 लाख में ये मिलता है. यहाँ पे रेड होनी चाहिए.
I get that, but you know that's not for us to judge. Masoom है कि नहीं?
This is what they are saying.
Right.
TMC leaders are saying.
Anmol ji, 30 seconds, you have the last word.
Pranesh ji, today there are 2 important court orders. One in Punjab, wherein the BJP has been directed to remove that farzi video jahan inhone guruon ki बेअदबी की. And second, the Honorable Supreme Court, wherein Supreme Court said that the powers of enforcement directorate are not unfettered.
अकाल तख्त द्वारा समझे.
Let's talk
about the ED case one by one, please. Anmol ji, let's talk about the ED case, please.
करने वालों के पेट में दर्द हो गया.
Okay, gentlemen, we've run out of time. We've run out of time, gentlemen. Let's see how this unfolds in the next hearing in the Supreme Court. Thanks for joining us. The news hour with Navita Kumar on the other side.